Hi everyone, happy Saturday. Let me just show you the beautiful weather here in Toronto. Our neighbors finally built their house. As you can see, it's a beautiful backyard. And finally, we still have raccoons and everything here in the backyard, but as you can see, they're still coming and looking for the worms. Some airplane. And just wanted to quickly talk to you about something that is very important, because a lot of people see your success, they see how much money you're making, and they're like, oh my goodness, this is not hard work. I just found out one of my daughter's friend's mother. Bye, my love. Can I kiss you? My son is going to karate. Has a business, and I was like, it's a brick and mortar business, and they're doing really well. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that, and I'm gonna respect them even more, because it's so hard to have a business and to stick to it, because there's so many things happening. I'm gonna keep this video short, because I'm going to go downstairs, want to make some tea for my daughter, and we have some guests today. One of my best friends is coming from Alberta. I'm so looking forward to see Jennifer. But what I wanted to tell you is that every single day when I wake up, I have at least 20 bad messages waiting for me. Some of these messages are from people who ask me to speak Farsi, because they think they're in Iran, or they're in Farsi speaking countries like Afghanistan, and they think because I'm doing some Farsi videos and my auto messenger is sending messages back in Farsi, they think that I have to be speaking Farsi. So they send me very, very bad comments in Farsi saying, shame on you for not speaking Farsi, for not answering Farsi, and blah, blah, blah. And usually when they do that, I check off their country, and I know if they're from the countries, they can do this business. Unfortunately, I'm Persian myself. I'm originally from Iran. I came to Canada. I immigrated. I didn't come to Canada. I went to Yemen, and then I went to Thailand, and I went to US, and I went to Scotland. Anyway, I have been all around the world, but it's been over 20 years that I left Iran. And this business is not for Iranians. It's not for Iranians inside Iran. It's not for Afghans inside Afghanistan. And it's not my problem. I didn't put the politics. It's the reason is because our company is legitimate. They give you tax documents, and if you are in Iran, they cannot. They don't have any relationship with Iran. And I'm speaking in English because I want the people who are in Iran and have a little bit of knowledge of English understand it, because I have said it so many times, hundreds of times in Farsi, but they still don't get it. And then they send me these nasty messages saying why I don't respond to them in Farsi, why the webinar is not in Farsi. And I keep saying that the founders of this business are Canadians, and there is a lady also in US. There are 3 founders, 2 Canadian and 1 American. They live here in Canada, and I'm so happy that I'm living in a country that the founders of this amazing business live, because it has changed thousands of lives, including my life. So this business is not an Iranian business. It's not a Farsi business. So it's not going to be run in Iran. I put every single of my videos. If you're in Iran or if you're in Afghanistan, you cannot do this business. Yet they still send me those messages, and they attack me personally. I don't take it. I know the world is rough. I know there's a lot of bad things happening right now in that part of the world, and I'm so sad about it. All I can do is praying. That's all I can do. But I just wanted to tell you that keeping a business, staying positive the whole time is not easy when you are in any business, especially our business. The other comments I get are from people. Today I woke up and I saw another comment from a lady, a Persian lady, saying that how ugly my mouth is. Can you imagine? And I checked her out. She wasn't living in Iran. She was living in US. Yet in public, she put a public comment saying how ugly my mouth is. I'm really sorry that you're having a bad day, but if you're having a bad day, Don't take it on your phone. Don't sit in front of your computer. Don't sit in front of your phone, because people like that should not have access to phone. People who don't know how to be human, people who don't know how to be respectful, they should not have access to phone. I really, really want to see a day that comes that Facebook bans people who are disrespectful. YouTube bans people who are disrespectful, because doesn't matter if you are having a bad day or not. You can't be walking in the street and start slapping everyone and telling how ugly their mouth is, or nasty comments. But you know what? I just say to myself, I'm sorry that you're having a bad day, and I will ban and block these people from my page, and they will never have access to see my ugly mouth anymore. But at the same time, I say to myself, if I didn't have the resilience to continue this business, I wouldn't be able to do this business, because it's a lot of bad things. Some people, some men, of course, send a lot of bad pictures, some Indian romance video clips, whatever, because I remember when I was in Iran and I was a child, that was a thing to do 30 years ago, 40 years ago, to watch Indian shows with my parents, and Shah Rukh Khan, and we loved it, and I still love the shows and everything. But it's been years ago, and I don't know, these people are still from like 40 years ago or something. The life has changed now. Those days there was no internet, and they're sending me video clips of these shows, like ban and block and move on. Nasty comments, ban and block and move on. People attacking you, bad, block and move on. People accusing you of blackmailing people and accusing you of a scam. I understand that, I get it, because there's a lot of scams. I haven't been scammed, thank God, but I have been hacked one time. And the hacker actually messaged me from one of my friends' account, and that was my problem. And I want to say this because I want you to make sure you don't do that. The hacker started speaking in English, and I should have spoken Farsi, because my friend is the Farsi speaker. And it was like 11 o'clock at night, and she said, because it was my friend, but it was actually the hacker, said that, Neda, I'm going to send you a message. What's your phone number? What was your phone number? And of course, you say you think your friend might have forgotten your phone number. I gave my friend, which I thought it was my friend, my phone number, and it happened to be the hacker. And she had my email address, because it was public on my Instagram account, and she got access to my phone number, and immediately she got into my account. She changed my password, she changed my email, she changed my phone number, and I got out of my Instagram account. And can you imagine, for someone like me, we're advertising on Facebook, and Instagram is part of the family of Facebook, and you're advertising and you're blocked out from your own account. So it was really, really scary situation. And I had to get help from someone who deals with this kind of situation, paid a lot of money and got my account back and changed everything back, my email back, my phone back and everything. But what I learned, the mistake I did, because this happened to me again last week, another person messaged me from my friend's account and started speaking English. And it was some sort of a weird message. And I said, you know what? I started speaking Farsi, and she's not answering. And that's how I know it was a hacker again, because it was another hacker, but coming through Facebook. And I said, I keep talking Farsi and she's not answering that. And I realized it's a hacker. I just block her immediately. So if you speak any other language, and if somebody messages you and asks you to send them your phone number, your email, or something weird that, it doesn't make sense, to start speaking your own language with that person, or call them up. And 90% it could be a scam. So I understand there are so many scams out there, and people think that everybody is a scam. But if you go through my page, you will see that I have been doing this business for 3 years. If I was a scam, I wouldn't be able to work as a professional engineer in Canada. If I was a scam, I wouldn't be putting a picture of myself, my kids, my family out there. If I was a scam, I wouldn't be here by now, because Facebook has the best spying agencies, I'm sure. Canada, government of Canada is collecting taxes from my income. If you're in US, you will have to pay taxes on your income. How could you be a scam? And the other thing I want to talk to you about is, the last thing I want to say is about the decision-making process. A lot of people, this I don't understand really. There are two types of decisions we can make. Couple of decisions are highly consequential and irreversible. You can't reverse it. It's like you want to immigrate to two countries. You say, okay, should I immigrate to Canada or should I immigrate to Australia? And you decide to immigrate to Australia, and then you do all the paperwork. It takes a couple of years. You go to Australia, and if you decided that was a wrong decision, you can always go back to wherever you live and immigrate to Canada. It's not an irreversible situation. You have choices. You still can correct it. You can still change it. It's not a matter of death or life, right? However, there are some decisions that are irreversible and highly consequential. Like if you're married to a man that you don't love and it happens to be a junkie, I thank God it didn't happen to me, but it happens to many people, and you have a child, and you're married to this person who's a bad person, and you have a child from them. It's highly consequential when you want a divorce. Those kind of decisions. So people message me and saying, oh, we don't know if you should start this online business or not. And I'm like, what is it for you to lose? Of course, you're going to lose your initial investment, but you're not going to lose it because you're going to get a product as part of it. You're going to have it physically in your house, and you're going to be using it. And that's a health product. It's going to affect your health. It's going to, I bought it for my dad. It's going to affect your life. It's going to affect the way you sleep, the way you operate, everything. So your money is not lost. You're going to get a product. You're going to be using the product. For $149 that you have paid, you're going to learn worth of $10,000 value of digital marketing courses. If you want to learn YouTube, it's minimum $5,000. Any country you are, any regions you are. If you want to learn Facebook, more than that. Here, all your training on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Google, Pinterest, TikTok, and LinkedIn is $149. That's a no-brainer. And with that, they also make you a website. So it's not a irreversible, highly consequential decision. But if you don't have the initial investment, don't come to me. Don't talk about this business. This is a business. It's not a job, and it's not for everyone. It's for people who can invest. People who can invest and want to have a business. They want to have a business that is mobile, and they want to start making 1,000 times more than what they have invested. And it's like any other business. It requires hard work, it requires commitment, and it requires that you show up for your business. Anyway, just wanted to quickly say these things to you. It's a Saturday. I usually take a break from my job, my business, and just wanted to, because I woke up this morning with so many comments, and I'm like, well, you know what? People think it's easy, but keep the eyes on the prize. Keep the eyes on the prize. Focus on your goal, where you're heading. There is going to be always people who don't get it. There's going to be always going to be putting bad comments under your post. There's going to be always people, they're going to say nasty things to you, and that's everywhere. Just keep going with your life and have faith and keep working hard, and you're going to get there. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Bye-bye.